Linda Barameni.
And then can you speak Congolese? Or what
Oh, wow. Did you just say...
What do you guys speak? French?
Congo
is it
is
French?
coming for you. Can you speak Congolese? It's like saying, can you speak South African?
It's
not a
remove
thing.
there. Remove that.
Music has changed. How it makes us feel never will. The time is now to visit mstudios.co.za.
Linda Barameni, welcome to a special edition of Podcast and Chill. I am joined by the beautiful and the talented Rouge. You're looking so good.
Thank you, bro. It's so good seeing you.
Can you
so
see?
proud of you, man.
Can you see I dressed up for you today?
No, you did. I can see. Like, no, you guys, that means today is serious.
Yeah.
You got the proper clothes.
You're looking
today.
good, man. You're glowing, eh?
Thank you.
Is there something you want to tell us?
No. Hi, relax. It's a shoot. That's what. I respect your show.
Oh, nice, man. Hey, by the way, coming at you at AMP Studios. I've been talking about this place for like 2 weeks now.
Wow.
So today we finally decided to do an episode here. And I gotta say, it's like a content creator's dream.
Literally, like, okay, everyone doesn't know, but I was literally talking to the lady at the back who has the space. We need to talk. It's beautiful. I can see, like the content you can make here, the recording, the performances you can have here. This is, okay, Newtown, we see you.
Dude, they've like a studio, a stage, a boardroom there you can use, podcasting, streaming services. It's
For real?
Yeah, there's so much you can do here. And it's all
Fire.
free. It's all free for the public. Anybody can come in and use the space.
Hectic.
How crazy?
Dude, this is God sent because I was like, I have so much work, but like these venues are like, we have to charge, man. Lockdown, we've got to recuperate the money we lost. This is, okay, we'll talk. But we'll talk.
No, but you literally come here, sign up, and do your thing. So yeah, make sure you check it out. ampstudios.co.za. That's ampdstudios.co.za. And yes, your full name is Deko Barbara-Jessica
Wedi.
Deko, what does that mean?
Deko. It means the new era. Literally, what I named my first project. I think my parents knew that I was gonna just jump the boat of what is expected of the very African Congolese female, and I think they knew that I was gonna bring a different feel to the Wedi name. So yeah.
So Deko means new era?
Yes.
And then Wedi?
Wedi means moonlight, actually. Wow. Yes.
I feel like there's something deep about your name, eh?
And that's the funny thing that you mentioned that, because I was actually talking to my family about that. Like, I fully believe in the power of names. I do believe in what you name your child. It really says a lot of what is going to be.
I just wanted
MacGyver
Jr.
What's the meaning? You don't know. You didn't check.
It's
We can
provocative.
Google this. They all have meanings.
Yeah.
They all have meanings, yeah.
Shit, man. And they've never really like sat down and told you why they named you that.
No, like only recently my dad said he wanted to call me a new era because I think he said that they felt like I was going to bring something different, purely because I was also the youngest. I'm the youngest of 5 kids. So, and
Sounds
also
like they were
because-
crying a lot, and then they're like,
Yeah, then you know what? It's like, let's end it here. Let's end it here. But yeah, I think they knew. Also because I'm the only one who was born in South Africa.
How come you've never been to Congo?
Sure, I don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. And funny enough, everybody has gone back. But I'm excited to say that I was supposed to go back in 2020, but obviously
COVID,
yeah, COVID happened. But I'm going to be going in 2021 because my dad has hospitals that side.
Wow, we got hospitals there?
Yeah, my dad has hospitals there. And it's not even like he balling. It's just a thing of my dad likes to help. It's in his nature to be a humanitarian, and he made a few hospitals in the villages specifically because they are not able to get the medical care that they need because they're so far.
Yeah.
So yeah, my dad is quite awesome like that.
And then can you speak Congolese? Or what
Oh wow! Did you just say?
What do you guys speak? French?
Congo
Is it
is
French?
coming for you. Can you speak Congolese? It's like saying, can you speak South African?
It's
not a
remove
thing.
there. Remove that.
I can speak French, but the indigenous language is Lingala. I cannot speak Lingala. That is another.
I dabble in some French.
Here we
Je
go.
m'appelle MacGyver.
Oh, comment ça va?
Comme ci, comme ça.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais aujourd'hui?
Comment tu t'appelles?
No,
I don't know.
you just... Mac, why would you bring stuff out that you must back up?
Anyway, let's get into the serious shit.
Yeah.
So tell me, do you still want to be in Broadway?
I 150% do. You remember that?
Yeah.
Crazy. I 100% do. Like, bruh, it's still now. The goal is to still be on The Lion King.
Yeah.
It's still there.
But if you think about it, your first project, New Era Sessions,
yeah.
was kind of like Broadway because
Yes.
like you were singing, you were acting because you did like a
Yes, I did a movie.
movie,
Yes.
and then you're also rapping,
Yes.
which is kind of like Broadway, you know?
Yeah, 100%. That was, you know, it's one of those spaces where it's like you kind of have control now of, okay, what do I want to show people? Because obviously, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know what was my sound yet. So I'm like, okay, let me try and do everything that I like and put it together, and hopefully it will resonate with people. And yeah, the acting, the singing, the rapping, all of it was there. So yeah.
Can't you had to choose one? Which one would you take between the three?
Yo, if I had to pick,
It's a tough one, eh?
I can't. They're all God given. I'm gonna use all of them.
Real.
I can't choose. I love all. I can't choose.
Because when you're acting, it's like you get to be someone else except Rouge.
Yes. 100%.
And then when you're Rouge, you like get to be yourself to the fullest.
Exactly. So when I'm rapping, but when I'm singing, it's a different feeling, as well as when as well as when, you know, I'm doing the rapping stuff, the acting, the singing, all of it. But I kind of feel like, listen, a talent is a God-given one. And there's a reason why He gives them to you.
Yeah.
And literally, they talk about the Bible of hiding your talents. Why would you do that? So I'm going to use all of them.
Yeah, and the thing is, like when we talk about like rapping,
Yeah.
your name always comes up,
Yeah.
whether it's female or male.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're tired of that stigma.
Too much.
Nah.
Too much. Because I think the problem is people... What happened was, which I fully take responsibility for, because I think it was pretty much my fault. But that's also because that's when I was coming up, that's all I wanted. I wanted to show people I can rap, because no one was even listening to girls regardless. So I was just like, nah, I got bars. You know, I wasn't even, you know, if being honest, I wasn't even thinking, you know, dope song. Like, I'm in a totally different space where I know, okay, there's a commercial smash, there's a street smash. Like, now you know those things. But coming up, I was just like, nah, I just want to rap.
Yeah.
I just want to rap. I want to show everyone I can body everybody. You know what I mean? And then when it got to now, it's like, I just want to make incredible music. It became, no, Rouge, we just want you to rap. And it's like, no, guys, I'm not the same Rouge that I was when I was 20, when I was 19. I'm not the same. I'm not the same artist. An evolution has to happen.
Yeah.
We are not meant to just be stagnant. And I appreciate everybody who they took, you know, the transition smoothly. But I knew I had to win a lot of people over when I was like, okay, I'm gonna start adding singing to the mix and stuff. So yeah.
I grew up listening to Slim Shady, and he's like rap.
Hard.
You know, the goat.
Yeah, the goats of goats.
And then like when I listen to like Eminem with Tabang, they like just don't get it. They're like, what's he saying? Because everything's so melodic now.
Yeah.
You know, it's slower pace.
Yeah.
Do you think the rapping art is a dying form?
No, not at all. I just think it's an evolution. It's about a thing of, you know, that side of me, but that's not the only side. I think that's what everybody is trying to show. Every single artist that we've known they haven't remained the exact same artist. Whether it be an AKA, he started the raps and then he went the melodic roots. Whether it be a Drake, he started with the smooth stuff and now he's going to the trappy stuff. You know what I mean? The fact is, artists, that's what we are. We want to create. That's all we want to do. And it doesn't mean that we have to be limited to our creations. Our whole purpose is to challenge ourselves creatively.
Speaking of AKA, would you say Baddest put you on the map, the remix?
I wouldn't say put me on the map, but I'll definitely say put me on the radar.
Nah.
It definitely put me on the radar because before that, nobody knew who I was. There were a few people here and there.
What were you doing before that?
I was still pushing music. I was still, in the studios. I was still doing little ciphers in Newtown, actually. There was one where I lost so bad. Yo, it was so hectic. Nah, but like, I was still pushing. I don't know. Nah. Like, there was a rap competition thing, and then I got on stage. Believe it or not, me who I love performing, I honestly think I can body anyone when it comes to performance vibes. But this one, I forgot my words, bruh.
You kidding?
I literally started going zub zub. I literally started going zub zub zap zap zap, and you can see the crowd is like, I'm just thank God they didn't boo. They just stood there like, what's going on? Then I found my words, but yeah, I was like, I lost.
Who else were you coming up with during those times?
I forgot his name. He's a MTV. He's an MTV VJ.
Yeah.
His name is gone, but he was rapping then. He even made like top 5.
Wow.
Spuda's sister. Spuda's sister was actually one of the girls. She came third, and she was a singer. It was, guys, it was a tough time. It was, Listen, don't give up.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Moral of the story,
don't give up.
So then you get on Baddest. Now everybody's showing you love.
Yeah.
Are you like, fuck, I've made it? Or you're like, I still got to do some more work?
No, I was definitely like, I need to do more work, because the moment I got on the Baddest, firstly, a lot of the conversation. Pardon?
Does AKA call you for Baddest?
Yes.
For real?
Yeah, he was. That's why it's like, people can try and make me hate that guy, but I can't.
Yeah.
He is literally.
So how does he know of you?
So there was a show I got invited to. It was for his previous DJ's birthday, and he was just there to celebrate his birthday. DJ Fanatic, and I was told, "Yo, Rouge, you can go perform. AK is there. You're not getting paid." I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
AK is there. He must just see.
And you're a fan at this time.
Dude, I was, this is Victory Lap days. This is all I know. I was already a fan from the jump. So when they said, yo, you can come through and perform at his DJ's birthday, he might be there. I was like, I also just want to perform because I still wasn't comfortable performing yet. I wasn't getting bookings yet. So I was like, okay, cool. It was myself, Big Star as well. Star. So we went together and I jumped on stage. Firstly, like, whoever was dealing with my sound that time was hating. Because the sound was a mess.
Yeah.
You know, up and coming, they don't respect you guys. Let me tell you. At these places, they don't even give you the proper sound.
That's when they're doing the sound check. When you guys
they're
are
like,
on.
sound check is ass. They're fixing stuff in the back. Like, things are coming off on. No, but then I performed and I gave it everything. And then as I'm getting off stage, like a bouncer grabbed me and I thought I was getting bounced. I was like, yo, it was that bad. I get it.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'm getting bounced.
Yeah.
He grabs me and I'm thinking I'm getting kicked out. So I'm just like, yo, bro, like, you know when those big guys, they grab you and stuff. And he takes me to VIP, which I've never been into.
Wow.
And I'm like, what?
For real, Rouge?
I swear to you.
What club was this?
Joke. It was...
Kantari.
No, it was Taboo.
Taboo,
It was
okay.
Taboo.
Cool.
And I get inside and I'm like, I actually don't know what I'm doing here. Like, they didn't even bring in Big Star and them with me, so I'm alone there.
Yeah.
And there's all these people who are used to VIP, the girls and me with my big-ass red hair and just tomboy self. I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing here. And then I get a tap and then it's Dalez. Wow. Who I also had never met. I just knew him, Josie. This was a guy.
North God. He's
like, yo, you're so dope. That was really, really awesome. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. So I was like, okay, you know, that's cool. Like, you know, he said, great. So I'm about to leave. Someone else taps me. And then I look and it's this really big man named AKA.
Wow.
He taps me. He's like, yo, I had to bring you in here. You're so dope. You got to keep going. You're fire. That was too much. You got to keep pushing. Literally, that's what he told me. First time I'd ever met him. Next day, guy tweets about me. Wow. And I'm told, Rouge, you need to go to your social media. I went like, he also gave me numbers. The followers are doing this after he tweeted.
Because he's got that power.
He does, bro. Yeah. I won't even lie. Yeah, I got the numbers and people were tweeting about me and stuff after he said, yo, there's this girl named Rouge. She's probably going to be one of the biggest girls in the game. He literally tweeted that.
And before that, no one else had ever told you that in the industry?
So it was first, who was it first? Actually, it was Casper first. Cass tweeted because somebody, Farrah Fortune, I told him about my music. And then he said he had heard some of my songs, and then there's this girl coming up. So that was also big. And then AKA, so it was like the biggest guys in the game giving me a shout out. But still, people didn't know me. People, you know,
get a big hit at that time.
No, how? People didn't know me.
Yeah.
It's just a name there, but like there was still... No one knew who I was because the music still wasn't hitting radio. It wasn't hitting the places that it needed to reach. A tweet is just a tweet. If we're being honest, it feels nice. But then by tomorrow, people forget.
100%.
So, yeah.
Tomorrow, that's way too long.
Yeah. So, yeah, then like everything just kept pushing. So that's why when the Baddest, when Keenan called me for the Baddest, it really was shocking for me because I knew that I was not one of the biggest girls at that time. Who was the biggest at the time? Dude, this was the time when Nomuzi just came out with, you know, with K or with that whole
Cash
squad.
Time.
Yeah, with Cash Time. When Gigi just came out with Kuli with Ice Cream. When Nadia was also still killing it.
Family Tree.
Yeah, Fifi as well. So this was the time when those girls were just, they were doing a lot. And then there was just me with nothing. Like, I didn't have a big song yet. Like, Mbongo wasn't out yet. This was still just... I was just a rapper.
Who was on the remix of Baddest?
It was myself. It was Fifi, myself, Gigi, Nomuzi.
Was there anyone there that you were scared of? Like, she might give me a run for my money.
No. No. If I'm being honest, I knew I was that good. I just knew I needed the chance.
When did you realize, fuck, I'm good?
When did I know that? I don't know. I think it's like literally like through the competitions and little ciphers and little rap stuff I was doing. And I could see like, actually, I can do this thing. I'm actually quite good. Like whether it be guy or girl, I'm actually bodying these people.
Yeah.
And I think that was the moment I knew. So even when that moment came, the only thing I was that I was intimidated by was the fact that I felt like I did not deserve to be there yet.
Oh, I see.
That was my thing that was like, obviously this guy sees something from that one performance. Because that's literally what he was getting me on. He never heard a song or anything. So I knew I had to earn his respect and everybody who was about to judge as to why is she on this song.
Do you think you're the best female rapper now?
I think I'm the best rapper in general, fam.
Hey.
I just think people don't know it yet. I do.
Hey, no.
I think that female chat, that's 2017 chats. We've already dealt with that.
Yeah.
This is now just, we are not trying to make sure that we are the best musician overall.
You know what I understand with females?
Yeah.
You get into the space, hip hop, which is very competitive.
Yes.
And then obviously people will compare you to
100%.
other artists.
Yeah, 100%.
And then firstly, the easiest thing to do is to compare you to other female artists.
Yes.
So why do you guys have I don't know, like, why don't you guys like that when people do that?
No, I don't mind it. I think the problem comes in where it's like, majority of the time with the male artists, with the male rappers, as much as you like to make them compete against each other, you also you still support the movement and you still want to see collaborations and all of these things happen. Whereas for us, it's like, no, they need to hate each other. That's what it is. It needs to be, you guys just need to compete and that's it. But then it's like, okay, but then you guys say this, but then at the same time, you're going to be like, no, you also still want people to collaborate. So it gets complicated like that. That's why we don't enjoy it, because it's like, bro, we do not have the luxury yet. There are not enough girls in this game for you guys to keep trying to pin us against each other. We're still trying to earn our respect in general, because people still don't want to allow us in the rooms.
Yeah.
You know, so the fact that is still our fight, how are you still worried about me fighting her when we are not inside the room? When the real talkers, the real money, the real people who are making fire decisions are not saying that we actually have an opinion. So I think that's why it gets very frustrating. And
do you female rappers actually get along? Or, maybe someone you don't like?
No, look, 100% we're not best friends. I think it's not realistic to assume that just because we're all in the same industry and we're females that we must just be tight and we must just be making music with each other all the time. Because that's not true. You're not seeing I don't know, like, not every single male rapper that you see are best friends with each other. Nor are you seeing them hanging out with each other. Nor are you seeing them collaborating with each other all the time.
I get a feeling you don't get along with Nadia.
See, this is the chat. Why do you think that?
I don't know. I've never seen you guys like. I see you and what's her name, Nomuzli, and I can see this is genuine. It's authentic.
That's the question. Now the question is, like you just said. Now you've never seen us together, so how can you assume that? Do you see what I mean?
But not being together speaks volumes as well, does it not?
No. Have you seen me in a room with Fifi since the Baddest remix? Have you seen
you've done a remix.
Have you? Yeah, but that was a remix. Have you seen me in a room with Dikalawa? Are you in assumption that me and her are beefing or I don't like her? I think people are just doing that because I'm here killing what I'm killing. Nadia's out there killing what she's killing, and it's like, nah, but they'll never. They don't talk to each other, or they don't.
But how come you guys have never been together?
Because I think it's just a coincidence that we're never in the same space. It really is just that. We're just never in the same space. And it's also okay that we're not friends. Like,
have you ever met her?
I've known Nadia, like, people don't know how long that girl's been pushing. She's like, I've known her for a while. We've been knowing each other. And I think it's just life. It's just a thing of, we've just been pushed into different directions and we have our different circles and our different spaces. Not to say that when we do see each other, it's not a thing of, I'm not greeting. When I see her, we say hi. We see how,
you do a track with her?
With Nadia. 100%. If it's about, listen guys, this is what I've always said. If the vibe is there, if the song makes sense, we are jumping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because me and Nomuzi did the song on Mbongozak, wouldn't you expect us to constantly make music? But it's just because if the song is not there, because you guys are going to come and judge us when the song's out and it doesn't slap. You're going to be like, females, they just don't know how to do this music thing. That's what you guys are going to say. Everyone finds a reason. Everyone is just trying to find a reason to gun for us. It doesn't matter what happens. So, honestly speaking, I have no beef. Let me put it out there now. There is no beef. There's no problem between me and Nadia. And I think it gets very frustrating at the fact that people are trying to create that. It's very, very annoying because it's like, dude,
I wish there was though, man. Fuck, that'd be dope.
Why?
That'd be dope.
You guys say it's dope.
That'd be lit, dog.
I think everybody wants that, but I think like at the same time, it's like you need to put yourselves in our places of if literally like you're just trying to do what you're trying to do, and people are putting you in a circle and pushing you guys against each other until you slap each other. Do you know what I mean? It feels like that. It's that kind of bullying peer pressure that is trying to force negative energy towards each other. And it's really not that. It's just she's in a different space. She has a different surrounding. She has her different circles. And the same thing for me. And
what's your take on Boiti?
On Boiti? Listen, where I'm at right now is we need as many females in the game as possible. That's where I'm at right now because, like I said, we are still not in the right spaces. We still are only limited to 2 girls who can be on a show, on a set. We are like at these massive shows, you're not going to see like a good half.
Yeah.
It's still a thing of you'll only probably see it's either going to be a Nadia, a Boiti, myself, a Gigi, a Fifi, and Dikala. You'll know those faces.
Yeah.
Forgetting about the other females that are literally just as talented, like a Hannah who needs these girls who literally need their time on stage. But it's constantly going to be us because these shows and promoters are like, now we only need a good 2 girls. And we'll give you guys a good 15 minutes, that's it. But that guy is getting an hour, but he doesn't rock a stage.
Yeah.
So for me, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So Boiti come through. I actually want to work with that guy. I think me and her can make us banger.
But that's the set. You've never said that about Nadia.
About Nadia?
Yeah. Like, no, did you see the energy, the difference between...
No, because for me, I already have a song in mind that I want to do. Do you see what I mean? Like I said, it has to be about, it's about the vibe. It's not about energy. It's literally about, Is there a song? Is there a song yet for me and Nadia? I don't think I have a song. I don't even think she has a song yet. And we've actually have spoken about a number of times where it's like, yo, we want to work. But it's about the song. Same thing with like a Nomuzi. Same thing with the Gigi. Gigi as well. We're always like, yo, we want to work. But it's like, yo, there's no song. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I know I have a song and I'm like, yo, I actually think I could put Boity on this. Yeah. I think she could do things. For me, like I said, if it makes sense, if the song makes sense, if the vibe makes sense, let's rock. Yeah. Let's rock.
All right. And creatively, since this corona has started, what has been like your biggest hurdle? Because I know you've been working on some new material, you know?
Yeah. Like, I think the biggest hurdle is obviously because I really wanted to drop my project. It was supposed to come out a long time ago, but obviously because of COVID, everything had to change. And I think that's for everybody. You know what I mean? It's literally a thing of, you know, putting out music is not going to be the same because, especially with South Africa, performances it sells. Yeah. It really sells the music. Yeah. And now that we can't do that, we kind of have to go back to the drawing board of, okay, how are we going to really convince people that you need to give this a chance? Yeah. Because a lot of the time, like, for some reason, people feel like Twitter's the world. Yeah. Like, that's what they say, there's God, that's the world. And
there's life after Twitter.
It's like, guys, why don't you switch that off? Like, there's actual life. Like, things are carrying on. Like, I know a lot of people where they won't give an artist a chance just because Twitter said so. Oh. And then when you actually listen to it, you're like, yo, I've been sleeping. It's really, really silly. So that's why it's like a lot of the time performances really matter. Like, I know for myself, I've gotten a lot of messages where it's like, Rouge, honestly, I didn't give you a chance until I saw you perform and I heard the songs and I saw the energy. I'm a fan. Like, it's actually important where you're like, you have no choice. I'm here now. You have to watch it. You have to listen to it. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's been the biggest hurdle. But, like, honest to God, I'm so thankful that I had brands and I have brands. If you don't have brands right now, you're struggling. I won't lie to you. As an artist, we are all thankful for the brands that are literally keeping us afloat because government...
What is that?
What is that?
How sad were you when Castlelight? Hey, dude!
I was so bummed.
Do you know we were going to work on them for Cardi B?
No.
Yeah, we were going to do like an 8-part series leading up to the. So we're probably going to do this interview leading up to the concert.
Yeah, It
was final. It was sealed. We're going to do an interview with Cardi.
Listen, you know what? I think everything has its timing. Yeah. Probably means everything's going to be even 10 times better. So now you can even plan it even better. Yeah. That's what's in my mind. That's what I'm selling to make myself feel better. That, you know what, God, obviously you're letting us know the shows, the podcast, everything that we are prepping for that show. Yeah. We have time now to make it exceptional.
And I could tell you are going to fuck it up.
Bro. Yeah. Yes, South Africa, you're not ready. I'm excited because my team, we're going to give it Coachella. Yeah. We are Coachellaing this. Yeah.
We'll go back to COVID-19 and how you've been handling it financially. Yeah. But I just want to, because we're talking about Castlelight, how was it like meeting Sway? Was that like...
Dude, I couldn't even... Okay, firstly, listen. When they said I had to firstly... Okay, firstly, Castlelight, let me say, if there's a brand that is like Rouge... We believe in you. That's why we are going to put you in places that you are not used to. Yeah. It's Castlelight. Yeah. Because every time they bring up something, I'm like, no.
No ways.
I'm like, every time they always bring up something, I'm like, guys, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Like I
was like,
I was like, what makes you think I can do this? What makes you think? And they're always like, nah, Rouge, because you are Rouge. Yeah. I don't think you even realize who you are. Yeah. And so when they were like, Rouge, you're doing the Sway Cyphers, I was just like, hectic.
No fucking way.
And it's crazy because it's on my vision board.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like literally when you go to my house, it says there.
You got a vision board?
I have a vision every year. I fully believe in them. I fully believe when you put something in front of you, you can actually see it. The world rotates in a way that it turns in your favor.
You know what's crazy about that? I was doing a podcast with Moonchild. She said the same thing.
Yes.
And she said working with Beyonce was on a vision board.
Hectic.
Crazy, right?
See what I mean? But that's I fully believe in it. Give it a try. If you have never done a vision board and you have to put the most craziest things that you're like, there's no way it will ever happen, because then it does. Because that was Sway. I said I wanted to be the first female on Sway.
Damn, what's in your vision board now?
Okay, so on my vision board,
I know you want to be on the podcast, yeah? So text.
I mean, MacG, we called you. Just so everyone knows, he didn't call us. We called him. And we are here. So sometimes it's not about waiting for that phone call. Call it yourself. So on my vision board right now, as I said, I wanted to be the first female to win the Best Hip Hop Summer.
Oh.
Because already on my vision board, I had it that I wanted to be the first female nominated. And I still am now. So, it's actually crazy that there hasn't been enough females that have been nominated for the Best Hip Hop Award. It's literally, I was the first one, which I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I want to win it.
Do you guys really care about the summers that much?
Listen, accolades are not important, but we know it's important to people.
Oh.
And that's honestly what it comes down to. It's literally that thing of, can we see your CV? That's what it is. Because literally, whenever somebody is like, who's Rouge? What has she done? It's
Google
like,
me, bitch.
Google, bitch. You don't know how many doors I've knocked down for the next girls.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my vision board has some crazy stuff. Like,
I want to hear those crazy stuff.
Okay,
man.
so I said I want to buy my parents a house.
Okay.
I want to buy, not just a house, like a mansion. Like,
You're buying your dad a house, he's got fucking hospitals, man.
and that's the thing, like, that's so crazy. Like, with my dad, I wanted to buy him a car, and he said, no, I want that car. I want you to buy an ambulance for the kids.
Wow.
That's my dad. Like, literally, my parents are literally like, same with my mom, like, no, we want to do this. She's like, nah, this is going to go to the hospital. This is going to go to, because the kids need it more. Because my dad's a pediatrician. He's an oncologist.
Yeah.
So it's things like, I want to buy my parents a mansion. I want to take them on a trip, like put them first class. You know, like the Kardashians, how they just get on their own jets and they just go on these expensive holidays. I want to do that. I want to do that for my family. I said that I wanted to make sure that I get a salary per performance, 100K.
Wow.
I want to reach 100K performance fee.
Damn.
That's something I want to do.
That's possible.
It's not possible. It is gonna happen. It's gonna happen just now. Also, because
Even if it's
like,
15 minutes on stage, it's fine.
100K. Also because like I have my team and my boys like
Overseas, do you have any aspirations to go overseas?
Yes. I said like on my vision board is also that I want to travel with my performances. I really want to be in space where I have to time how long I'm in South Africa.
Oh, okay.
That's on my vision board.
So we're living on borrowed time here.
Borrowed because I want to represent Africa.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
South Africa is just
It's just
the start. Like there's the whole world to conquer.
Yeah.
So there's
and
that.
then you look at a deal like Elaine.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Did you see who's on the roster? Who she's next to? And it's like, nah, you guys are not she's not next to them. They're next to Elaine. Yeah. That's what it is. Nah, it just shows that it's possible.
Yeah.
That's what I think people need to take from it. Don't hate. It literally is a thing of showing you
it's
there's
possible.
no excuses. This girl did this with an EP. Not an album, not with a major deal, not with a huge team.
She didn't have to show bums.
She didn't have to do nothing but put out good music. Like literally, Elaine, from even like how I started listening to her was through Jathan, a part of my management, through hearing her on Instagram. People were just putting her songs on their videos, on Instagram, on their Insta stories. So it's little things like that where it's like, it's not always about Twitter. Yeah. It's not always about the performance. It's literally about what people are listening to when they're not forced to listen to what's popping at the moment. You know what I mean? Like, what are you driving to? What are you cooking to? What are you studying to? What are you just... It's those artists, if we're being honest, it's those artists that get the numbers. It's those ones. It's those ones where it's like, it's not about, oh, he's in the limelight. It's when the cameras are off. What are you bumping when you are working on whatever proposal? Those are the ones who get the numbers because those are the ones you're actually listening. She's that. She was literally that girl where people were studying to her, people were cooking to her, people were driving to her. Not just about, in the club, turn up, because the club is just a few hours. And then, like, I was actually having a chat with people because they were like, nah, it's about the bangers. I'm like, let me tell you something about the bangers. Let's have an honest conversation about the bangers, okay? Yes, they're dope when you're going to these events.
Yeah.
Fire. You're jamming, pop bottles,
Boom,
happiness. But when the event ends, like there's certain songs, because people are like, no, you got to drop bangers. And it's like, yes, you have bangers and then you have other songs that are not bangers intentionally.
Yeah.
Because I know that, like for example, let's say, what's that song? In the meantime, yes.
Sister Bettina.
Sister Bettina. Like, I'm pretty sure that the person who made that song, he knew, okay, this song is a banger. This is when I'm performing. But he knows that, okay, when you're not performing, when he's not performing that song, people are not bumping that song when they're studying.
Nah, fuck that.
Do you know what I mean? But he knew that it's intentional where it's like, okay, this song is going to be played at every turn up, every party. And then he had the songs where it's like, okay, but this one I just wanted to live on radio. I want this to live in people's car. I want this to live when people are cooking, when they're with their family members, or something that the kids can listen to. So that's how every single person thinks, it's, at least for me, in terms of our projects. Because a lot of the time people are like, no, why that song? It's like, no, it's not for you. Don't worry. I know you want the raps. Or I know you want the turn-up, trappy, whatever. This song is for that one who's going to listen to my song every day when she's driving to work.
Yeah.
She's going to give me those numbers, those streams. That's what that is for. And it took me a while to learn that. Like I was saying, it took me years to figure out that there really is a structure to this thing that we kind of miss at times.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think you're making it way complicated.
What do you think?
I just think it's about doing music that speaks to you and staying true to yourself. True. Like, I feel like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not an artist. I've never won a summer.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like with Elaine, when she got in studio, she just wanted to do that track.
Yeah.
That's what she felt at the moment.
Yeah.
And for me, music is like a conversation.
Yeah.
So if me and you have a conversation right now, and it relates to a lot of people, that's why the numbers will. Yeah.
No, but what I mean is, I'm not saying that she did it strategically to think, oh no, this is how we want to grab people. What I'm saying is that she didn't go to the norm of what Twitter streets expect.
Oh, yeah, the norm.
That's
confined to the norm.
She
Yes,
didn't confine to the norm.
Yeah.
Because what the Twitter streets and people think is that you need to be dropping
boom,
bangers
boom, boom. Yes.
every 2 seconds. Where it's
yeah.
like, that's not the case.
And you do that as well.
In terms of?
You stay true to yourself as
100%. And that's why it's like, as much as people are like, oh no, I know I might not be the biggest artist, but there's a reason why I'm still here. There's a reason why I can be at these interviews and you want to actually know what I think.
100%.
And it's purely because of the fact that I know that there is a certain group of people that want to know what I'm saying, want to know what I think, want to know how I feel about things, because they can honestly say that they feel the same way about certain stuff. And that's what it's about, literally what you're saying. It's about just making music that you want to make.
Yeah.
There's literally, guys, there's music for everyone.
Yeah.
Everybody, literally your song, even if you are the most nonsense person, I might think you're nonsense, there is somebody who bumps that shit.
And that's all you want.
And that's all it is. And I think that's what it's about. That's how we're saying. That's what I mean is, it doesn't always have to be the skr. It doesn't always have to be that. Like, the problem is people think that's what's going to get you to where you need to be. And it's like, no, because to each his own. You know, my journey is not going to be the same as a Boity.
100%.
My journey is not going to be the same as a Nadia. It's not going to be the same as a Questa. It's not going to be the same as a Casper.
Yeah.
We all have our different journeys.
No, I totally agree, man. And then when COVID comes now, financially, because I know I've been speaking to a lot of artists, and they all cry about contracts getting screwed over because they just wanted to get in there.
Yeah.
But I don't think you went through that path. I mean,
did.
your sister's a lawyer. How do you go through that?
No, dude. Well, it's not necessarily about being screwed over. It's just about things like the work is just it's no longer there. You know what I mean? Like it's we had plans. I had shows.
Yeah.
That are just not there. Like little things where it's like we had amazing shows coming up, but it's like they just didn't survive. They're like, sorry guys, it's not.
So you've been
happening.
screwed over when it comes to contracts.
I wouldn't know, not contracts. Yeah, my sister's no joke.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Listen.
Yeah, we need to fire her.
Nah, she's inside. The industry knows. Everybody, you guys know. If you know who Chaplin is,
Yeah, because it took 2 years before you actually signed a contract.
Yes, because literally she was like, Rouge, this contract is going to go into your favor. Because that's the biggest problem that comes in with, whether it be these deals, whether it be record labels, these deals are never in your favor.
Yeah.
Ever. It's going to be a way where it's like, you are screwed. You're here for 1,000 years. You're unhappy. Or they take all your monies. Like, that's the thing. That's why, because it was like from contract to contract. And even with the deal I had now, it was a back and forth for long, because we're like, there's just certain things that we weren't gonna move on, and you have to have people who really understand that type of vision.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I'm so thankful I'm really thankful for my sister, Chaplin Associates. If you need information about the industry, if you need information about Samro, Needle Time, go find her on social media. She literally even puts it there for free, just for artists who don't know what they deserve.
And as you're saying this, I'm looking at you, I'm like, you're making it sound so easy, but it's so hard.
It's hard, but it's also like, it's not that hard to look. Like I just said now, if people took the time to actually find these, literally, like Chaplin Associates, they have a whole Twitter page where they legit give you information all there, where it's like, people will charge you for this. But she's like, no, artists need to know this. So she puts there the information of, did you know this is how Samra works? Did you know that this is Needle Time? Did you know that this is how, that you can get a certain amount of money when you just perform? Like, there's all this information there, and it's just about not being lazy. You know what I mean? It's about, the email is there. Type it. Message the people there to find out the information, because those are the ones who are struggling. And I actually think that's the low-key that this was kind of important for the industry, this COVID situation. Because a lot of us slept. A lot of people were they weren't looking at their contracts. They weren't looking at, did you register a business?
Do you own the masters?
Do you own your masters? Did you, are you making sure with Samro? Have you checked how much you're actually supposed to be getting from Samro? Like, because your songs are playing, your stuff is playing on TV. Have you checked out this information? Because only now everyone's like,
shit, finances
are lit right now. And I'm just thankful that,
So you did that? Even before COVID?
Bro.
Yeah.
That's why I said my sister was like, no joke. Like, my company was already registered. Everything was, because that's what it's about. It's about, we needed to make sure that I saw myself as an artist first, and then
a
musician.
business.
And then, I had to see myself as a business first
and then
an artist. And I had to make sure that my business was there, so that when situations like this happened, I'm not moving back to my parents' place. Do you know what I mean?
But Rouge, how do you even think about that? Are you already? Oh, you've got a vision board.
I have a vision board.
You know you're gonna be
And on top
big.
of that, I think also it's a blessing because of the family I have. Like, I have such hardworking people. Like, from my mom, my dad. Literally, they have hospitals. So, to my sister, to my brother, who's legit a part of my team in terms of the PRing and all of that stuff. Like, it's also about my surroundings that made me think, okay, we can't sleep. We also need to make sure that the business is registered. We also need to make sure we have a tax number. We also need to make sure of, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so that if things ever go wrong, or if I feel like, I don't want to make music right now, I want to chill, I'm good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's talk about your boyfriend. Why don't you want me to talk about your boyfriend?
No.
Why?
Babe.
But you post him.
I do not.
His name is MacG.
I don't have a boyfriend.
Every girl needs a Mac in their life.
I do not have a boyfriend. I don't have a boyfriend.
When did you guys meet?
I don't have a boyfriend.
You do, man.
MacG, I do not.
I like this post. I've got a post that you said about
Go
him.
fetch it.
Yeah, here it
Which
is.
post is this?
At Ginger Mac. That's his handle.
Yeah.
You said, you always want to cook for me.
Yes.
He does.
Ha.
What's his favorite dish? What does he make for you?
My favorite dish.
No, what dish does he make for you?
Oh, what dish does he make for me? Such a pasta lover and rice, guys.
Pasta and rice.
But I'm talking not just where you put tomato sauce next to. We're talking gourmet things here.
Namaya toko. Have you had namaya toko?
What is that? What is that? What is that?
I gotta take you to the hood, man.
Yeah. Say it.
Namaya toko.
Namaya hloho.
Ya toko, eh.
Sounds hectic.
Hey.
Sounds like itis.
Chicken feet. You've never had chicken feet?
No.
You've never had chicken feet?
No.
Where have you been, Rouge?
I don't know. Is it good? I've never had it.
Fucking good, man.
I've never had it.
That's where the hits are.
Really?
Yeah.
Hectic. So I'm sleeping.
All right, cool. You're not afraid to fight for me. Wow.
Yes.
He's not.
Nah, dude. Literally, like, not my boyfriend. Stop this, by the way. My hype man, the Ginger Mac. I won't lie, this, like, the biggest part of my life, my career. This literally, he learned how to hype because I was afraid to be on stage. That's the only, he's never done the hype stuff before, and I was just like, bruh, I'm scared. Can you? And he's like, okay, let me just grab the mic and that's how it started, and we've been pushing forward ever since. So,
Should I continue? It goes on.
Oh my word.
You drive me around all the time. And you're using this guy. Hey, now he's your driver.
Listen, people are getting paid. Don't get it twisted. This is not free. Okay?
Yeah.
There's contracts. There's it's his job.
You helped me untangle my crazy hair. I like the hairstyle that you had before, the one on your WhatsApp profile.
Which one? The short one?
Yeah.
Oh, do you like it?
Yeah, I like it, man.
Thank you, man.
That was nice. I'm like, hey, Rouge. Hey.
I was trying it out. But everyone says I look Chinese with it.
Is it?
They said I look like BTS.
Is it? You get annoyed when I take my bank card out. Ooh, every girl likes that.
Every girl likes that. Boys pay.
You listen to every song I write and help me when you can even... Oh, eh? You listen to every song I write and help me when you can, even though you're not a rapper by any means.
Yeah. Even till now.
For real?
Dololo. But who do you think did that? That was him.
That was him.
That was him.
And does he tell you if a song is shit?
Yes. That's what I need. If you have yes men around you, you're not popping. He's like Rouge.
You learn my raps bar for bar?
Yeah.
Wow. You let ugly cry when I'm hurt. You stay and wait till I'm done, then wipe my tears and tell me to try again.
Yep.
This sounds like the perfect guy.
MacG, look, guys, what are you trying to do? This is not hype, man.
You come to all my shows, even though when you work in the AM.
When did you find? What year? What month? What year was it? This looks like a 2016.
Yeah, it was on your Instagram.
2016.
Yeah.
See?
You were celebrating your 3-year anniversary.
Wow, MacG is CSI detective.
You believe in me and invest in my future whichever way you can. This is my favorite. Where's that one? Where's that part? This is my favorite.
Can we talk about the music now?
P.S. Give me a son like you one day. I love you.
Yes.
That one. You had me there. You had me there.
That was 2016.
Yeah. Are you planning on having kids? Is that in your vision board?
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah.
I want to be a wife. I want to be a mother. I do.
Yeah, you're going to be like a cool mom, bro.
I'm going to be an amazing mother.
Yeah. How many kids you want?
If I had it my way, I'd have like 7.
7? Shit, damn.
That's not a lot. With the Congolese community, they look at you like she's barren.
Are you one of those artists that like think of raps while you're making love? I'm like, hold up. Let me write this bar down.
No. What? Like, gee, who are you chilling with? No.
Yeah.
No.
And have you ever dated
I've only had one boyfriend.
You've only had one boyfriend?
I've never, ever had, swear to God.
So you've never dated a South African guy?
No. I've literally only had one boyfriend.
Wow.
Yeah, because I only started dating. Yes.
Wow.
I only started dating at 21.
Wow.
Yeah. Literally. And that was who I was with. Like, I was with the Ginger Mac.
Yeah. And
we were together for like years. And then, yeah, I've just been So, like, dude, you've got your life, like, your life is all scheduled out, ne? I wouldn't say it's just scheduled out. It's just like I said, it's the way I grew up. It's also, it's just the things that I value. I still believe in, I believe in dating for marriage. I always have. So that's why I didn't date every Tom, Dick, and Harry because the way I grew up, I didn't.
You were
believe.
never tempted.
I mean, I was always tempted, but it was also a thing of, okay, when it was like, okay, let's chat. What are you about? And when they weren't about actually dating or they just wanted to have fun, I admire it because it's not who I am. I think everybody who knows me and like, they call me the prude. Literally, every single person, whether it be in the industry, it's like, because you can see me rapping and I'm hard, but I'm very conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very conservative.
There's no such thing as a perfect person, but you are very close, ne?
No, MacG. I'm far from perfect. It's just there's certain things I believe, and there's certain things that you believe that I'm just like.
What are some of the things you don't like about yourself?
Certain things that I don't like about myself. I'm very hard on myself. I'm very hard on myself. To the point where sometimes I can miss out on the present and fun because I'm just like, I'm always like, I think also the problem is like it's a positive and a negative. I'm very competitive. I've always been like that.
Even in your relationships as well?
Nah, not in my relationships. I think the biggest problem when it comes to relationships for me with myself is that also I'm so... Like you said, like I want things to be done a certain way. Yeah. Because I know, no, this is it. This is how relationships are. So literally, that's what I was saying. I've only been in one, so it was also it was a learning thing for me because I'd never had a boyfriend before. Literally, that was pretty much like the first person that I properly kissed. Yeah. So.
So me and you are dating.
Okay.
The way you said that, okay.
You say so. I mean, no, on the real, yeah.
All right, hypothetically, me and you are dating.
Okay.
I'm like, baby, let's get on a plane. Let's go to Thailand. Let's fuck shit up. Now, right now, as we leave this interview. Would you do that?
Good question. I would like to say yes, but I also know myself to be like, this work. I'm like, oh, but I have my music. I have studio. Oh, but I have these plans. Yeah, I guess I want to say yes. Yeah. I want to say yes because that's every girl's dream. Yeah. But I also know, like, I have a plan for my life, dude. Yeah. I have a plan, and I know it doesn't come with just doing things on a whim sometimes. It's also like...
But sometimes you got to step back and enjoy some of the achievements.
But that's what I said. That's my biggest problem, that I'm hard on myself, that I can miss out on what has just happened. Because literally, like, for example, when I won my accolades, those were huge. Yeah. Like, those are things where it's like, things, literally history-making stuff. And it was like, okay, no, but now I need this.
Yeah, I'm just
okay,
like
now
you.
I need these plaques.
Yeah.
No, but now I want a plaque now. It's like, Rouge, you just won this award. Yeah. It's like, but and I think that's my biggest problem.
Me too, man. I'm just like you. Because even with the interviews, like when I do an interview, when I'm done and the camera's off, okay, I'm thinking about the next one.
Exactly.
I don't even get time to...
Because even like what? You're going to be like, okay, you're going to interview Cardi B.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you're going to be like, yo, okay.
Sharp, who's next?
But now there's Meg the Stallion.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like, dude, you just interviewed Cardi.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I know what you, literally the same.
Yeah.
I don't take in what has just happened.
Are there couch auditions in hip hop?
What do you mean?
You know, there's the whole couch audition culture where men with powerful positions offer something in exchange for sex.
Oh, hell yes.
For real, in hip hop?
Dude, the music industry, it's not just about hip-hop. The music industry is just a mess when it... Why do you think us girls have it tough? Like, we have it tough. I know I've had situations where I was put in... I felt like I was being put in very uncomfortable situations. Not to say that somebody was like, yo, babs me now and I'll put you on stage or whatever. But it was things where you can kind of see someone's insinuating that if you're not like this, if you're not doing this... you know, that you're not the crowd. You know what I mean? This is nothing new. It's a real thing in the industry. I even know a few of my friends, obviously I'm not going to put them on blast or their stories. A few of my personal people in the industry, they had to deal with it, where I'm just like, I feel so blessed that I never had to, go through that. But it's a real chat. It's a real chat.
I never thought that would happen in music, because with music, it's about, like, if your music is hot, then you'll get bookings, and that's that.
Always. plays, fam.
Was this for like radio plays and stuff?
Everything, radio plays, even just opportunity for
Niggas want bums for radio plays.
TV, just to get your video played, just to be put into the right circles. Like, I know a lot of people where it's like they've had to do some things that they really don't want to do and not about, just because they wanted their chance, but there was no way they were gonna get it. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying. Like for me, it was more situations of I wasn't about that. I wasn't about certain things. So, for example, smoking weed.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I never have. And it almost came off as, this one thinks she's too cool.
Yeah.
This one thinks she's too whatever for us, so we're not going to do stuff with her, we're not going to work with her, we're not going to... Things like that where it's like, no, it has nothing to do... I'm just not about that. I'm not... But literally, it comes down to those small things where it's like... if you're not in that type of environment, if you don't interact that way in those type of environments, you won't be put in those environments. So, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's real, bro.
It's tough being a female artist.
Where have you been?
Dude, I live like in my own world, bro.
Dude, like, the industry, the music
industry, you know why I do that?
All of it.
You know why I do that? When I hear shit like this, I get depressed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck, this is happening.
You can't. You have to. You can't be closed off to it, because you obviously have females that are close to you, and I'm pretty sure you would never want anything like that to happen. And the only way is to be aware that this shit is so real. That our industry is, whether it be music, whether it just be the art industry, the things women have to go through in terms of from the opposite sex to pay, to all of that. It's really ridiculous. It's disgusting, actually.
Is that why you wrote that letter? Please read that letter, man. You wrote this letter. You dropped it this week, ne?
2 days ago.
2 days ago, ne?
Yeah. So this is... it's actually crazy because literally the day I dropped this, another girl was killed. Same day.
Yeah.
The one who was... she was literally stabbed to death multiple times by her ex-boyfriend because she didn't like him anymore.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What was going through your head when you wrote this letter?
So it was really just about what is going on in South Africa. It was really just frustration because I know, like, I have suffered my fair share of gender-based violence. For me, for example, when I was attacked, Kantari. At Monte Casino specifically, at the parking lot. When I was attacked, I was being hijacked. And I was leaving, and these guys literally beat me up.
Fuck.
And beat me up to the point where you would think it's because I was fighting. I was not fighting at all. Because I know I'm not stupid enough to fight for a car.
Yeah.
Literally, even before I realized I was being mugged, I was already being beaten. Damn. And that's how I knew I was getting hijacked. Not a thing of being asked or whatever. And it's because there is a culture in South Africa that is just... There's a violent culture in men that for some odd reason in South Africa that it's kind of in them. It kind of feels like it's starting to come from a DNA, whether it be a product of the environment that you are in that is breeding more men, more boys like this to deem this okay. And literally it was one of those things where even when I went to the police station, it didn't shock them.
Yeah.
They weren't sad. They were just
it's become a norm.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, okay, cool, just fill this out, sorry, and keep it pushing. And that's the problem. People are not shocked. We're not shocked enough by this. We have become so desensitized by what is going on in our country, and it's not okay by any means. Because the problem is, it's a hashtag. Then tomorrow, people keep it pushing, and the whole reason why I wrote this is because it's not a female problem. Why are we talking about this? Why are we doing the hashtags and the marches and, all of it? Why is it us? It's you guys.
Yeah.
You guys need to be having these conversations. You need to be calling out your boy when you know that your boy is out here busy making catcalling or making this girl feel uncomfortable where you see this girl is turned, bro. Are you sure you want to take her home? Because this might end up badly, not just for her, but for you. Because that's what happened. We saw with all the remember that anonymous thing where you probably knew someone on that list that was like, he was being accused of rape.
Yeah.
Where it was just like, this guy,
No
this
way,
guy.
it's not this guy.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the problem is because, like, maybe, like, who knows whether it happened or not.
Yeah.
They were in a situation that also could have been avoided.
Yeah.
It's a thing where it's like, we know at the clubs, majority of these times, these people are turned.
Yeah.
That's what we need to talk about. It's a thing of, firstly, these are the type of conversations you need to be having in your circles. Like, it's not just here where it's like, you know, because a lot of the time public is like, it's just because the camera's there, they have to do the, you know, they're part of the humanitarian stuff of being an artist or whatever. It's like, no, it's a real thing. This is a real problem. I know too many people that have had to suffer by the hands of a man. And I'm talking very, very close blood. You know what I mean? So, and that's why I did it, because it's enough is enough. And it's not because enough is enough in terms of, enough is enough is the fact that you guys are being very nonchalant about it. You guys are only sad when, you only get involved when a hashtag Unene comes up.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because why did that hashtag have to come up?
It shouldn't be a hashtag.
Because even with her, I remember I was just like, this is crazy. People were like, firstly like, nah, she's probably got a boyfriend. Or nah, this girl looks like a party girl. Where it's like, is that where, like, that's a lot of the conversations that were happening. Every single girl that comes out, it's always like, nah, she's probably by a boyfriend. Every single one, it's always that chat. And with Unene, she went to the post office, fam. Literally, we can't even do that. We can't even go to the post office. I can't go to work. And I remember with that performance where I got hijacked, that was the one show where my hype man couldn't come because he had to study. Because he had and literally when I say he had been to every single
show,
this was the one where I'm like, okay, it's fine. This one, like, what could possibly happen?
Yeah.
The same night I was hijacked, I was beaten. Same night. And that's culture in South Africa.
Because they saw a woman driving.
That's culture. I even remember another gig where I went to and get off stage, and these kids come to me, and I obviously can't name the venue because it's not the thing, but they come to me and they were like, and they're crying. I literally get off stage, and it's this guy and this girl, and this guy's crying. And then they're like, Rouge, you have to speak on this. You need to do something. My friend just got raped in the bathroom.
What?
I promise. I got off stage, and this is what they said to me. Like, my friend just got raped in the bathroom. Like, enough is enough. Like, you have to say something. We can't even come to an event, and this girl got raped in the bathroom right now. That's what he said to me. And guys, it's a norm. Like, literally that chat of, I know girls who have been raped, but it's very hard to say. Can guys say, I know a guy? I know a guy who's raped. But it's obviously like, okay, what are we saying? That these girls are raping themselves? That these girls are beating themselves? No, that's not the chat. And that's why I wrote this, because it's too normal. It's legit like breathing in South Africa, where we are not shocked that another 19-year-old was getting killed because she didn't like the guy. That's a reason to lose your... It's ridiculous. It's absolutely... And that's why, for example, the song that I did with Amanda is out. That's why it's come, because it's like, fine, you want to turn up, I'm going to let you turn up to this song. And I'm not even going to tell you no, because a lot of... Also, the problem is, with these streets, it's always like, oh, no... another campaign song, we don't want to whatever. And it's not even a campaign. This song is a smash. Let me tell you now. It's not even about, it's just a good song. But it's speaking about, it mentions this problem. Because it's a real chat. Like, Mac, let me ask, have you actually had these chats with your boys?
Nah.
That's the problem.
Nah, not at all.
That is the problem.
Yeah.
Because we are all products of our environment. And
you being an enabler.
And that's all that it is. I know I had to have serious chats with my boys. Serious chats. Because it's literally a thing of like, guys, do you see what can happen? And even with the majority of these guys were like, no, they're going to, like, no, these girls are lying because, no, we were in this space and this happened and she was. It's like, no. It's because of the fact that a lot of the time, firstly, alcohol is involved.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, and it's because when you're not responsible with alcohol, and now you're thinking, ooh, someone is just They're feeling good. They're actually feeling the vibe. And then tomorrow you're going to wake up and find out, no, they were uncomfortable the whole time.
Damn.
And then it's like, but how did you get yourself in that situation?
So what does that mean? So now women mustn't drink alcohol?
No, it's about being responsible. That's the problem that comes in. It's not about, don't come here and blame the booze. It is about you not being responsible with the booze. And then you're going to wake up tomorrow and realize that you're in a space where it's like, yo, I knew that girl was turned. And I just thought, we're both turned. Let's just have fun. Let's make out. Let's go do a one-night stand. And tomorrow you're going to find yourself on an anonymous letter.
Damn.
It's purely that. And the conversation I had with the boys, it's, guys, it really comes down to just asking. Like, do you ever, like, and they laughed. Like, it was funny because they were like, I was like, do you ever, when you go to the clubs, when you see a girl, do you ask when you're going and already start grinding on her from behind? Do you ask? You laugh, but that's how do you, like, what makes you think that's okay?
Yeah.
What makes you think that she's comfortable, like, yeah, I want this guy to, you don't know this girl from nothing. But
Zero.
You just think, yeah, this girl will probably let me whatever. And then you're shocked. And that's like, listen, guys, it sucks. Yes, it might feel weird. But right now, the day and age that we are living in, you have to ask, whether it be to dance with a girl, whether it be to touch a girl, whether it be to kiss a girl, whether it be to buy a girl a drink, whether it be anything, let's ask so that you know that this person is uncomfortable before we end up with more deaths. It's really that simple. Or not even more deaths, just more girls that we're finding out that our friends are getting beaten left, right, and center. And it's just, it's ridiculous.
It's crazy, man.
So, yeah. My letter, let me read it to you.
All right, let's hear it.
So it's, Dear South African men, it took me a while to pen this letter to you. To be honest, I didn't know what to say. They asked me so simple, and yet here I am on a public platform, and I asked you to stop hurting us. Growing up, the youngest of four girls, it never dawned on me that I was growing up in a country where to be a woman was to be a constant risk. I never anticipated that being a woman in South Africa would mean that I had a higher chance of dying at the hands of my partner than someone I didn't even know. I often wonder what we've done to you to deserve such indifference, such hatred. I'm not worthy of breathing freely and not having to look over my shoulder every day. To experience the same freedom you seem to take for granted every day. And then it hits me, I should not have to decipher your actions or your motives. I shouldn't have to live in a constant fear that you'll hurt me. Something has broken in you, and it is your responsibility to fix it. I've addressed this letter to South African men because the majority of my fan base are men, which is the truth, by the way. As much as I appreciate your support, I have to speak to the source of the problem. Men have to step up and do something to stop this terrible violence against women. Hashtags and slogans are simply not enough. Have you changed your behavior? Have you held your boys accountable when they're out of line? Or does your support for women issues stop at the point where it gets a bit too inconvenient for you? The next single that I will be releasing is directed more to the men of South Africa. When you've had a listen, I will need you all to reflect and answer me this. Hashtag Sinzenina.
That's deep, man.
And it's really the truth. Like, it's really, really simple.
What does a perfect world for a woman look like in your eyes?
For me, a perfect world for a woman is not having the fear of just stepping out of your home and feeling like your gender is your downfall. That, for me, is the perfect world. The perfect world for me is not having to shake or quiver every time I know I'm about to walk past a construction site with a whole, because I know every single one of us females go through that thing where it's like, oh no.
Taxi rank.
You know what I mean? Or a taxi rank, or just a group of guys in general. Even when we go to these events, like not having a guy try and grab me or pinch my ass, or you know what I mean? And these are all things that have happened. These are all things that I have experienced when I'm at work, where it's a guy trying to grab me, a guy pinching my bum, a guy trying to grind up. These are all things, and I'm so thankful that I literally had to make the cognitive decision to make my team male. Literally, you guys don't see me with females. You don't see everyone on stage with me. My hype man is a man. My DJ is a man. My dancers are men. My road manager is a man. All of them are men. And it's purely because of the fact that I know just how dangerous it is for me to be a female and to be in the surroundings that I'm in as a woman. I know what it is.
And AK doesn't have to think about that.
No, he doesn't. No one doesn't. And that's the thing. And I think that's the problem comes in when guys are like, oh, no, not all guys are like that. It's like, you're not getting the point. Like, this is not about you specifically. We're talking about your gender as a whole. There is a problem that is going on, and it is about you making the decision to speak up against it. And if you are taking it as a personal attack, how do you think we're feeling when we're watching our sisters and aunts and mothers being killed for a measly thing like, I don't want to date you? Do you know what I mean? And that's a norm. And that's the problem comes in when guys are like, oh no, but not all men are trash. You have missed the entire point of what is being spoken about right now.
Wow. Rouge. Damn, man. Let's talk about the music.
Yeah, lighter notes.
All right, cool. So the project, when are we dropping? Because I know you got some collaborations, right?
I have too many, bro.
Nah, you've got Shekinah, Yemi Alede, Sakori.
Yep.
That's dope, eh?
Nah, like, I won't lie, I didn't sleep with, like, Moonchild's on it as well.
Moonchild, that's my girl.
Listen, track with God.
Yeah.
Nah, it's too much. I have too many people on this. I just got Costa.
Costa Titch. My nigga.
Guys, like,
I used to be a dancer. Like, I used to dance at the shows.
I still used to dance. You used to dance for Casper, remember? Like, it's so crazy.
It's so
like,
crazy.
No, but it's so dope, right? Like, it's just, I'm like what he's doing is amazing. Like, I'm obsessed with his Instagram page. Like, have you seen his videos? Are crazy,
No,
you need to watch them.
Like,
this guy puts time into his
but
performances.
he's a dope guy. I love him. He's such a dope guy.
Fire. No, I really like him. But yeah, for this album has too many fire people on it. I can't even say. As for when it's dropping, I won't lie to you guys. I want to give you a date, but I can't because COVID did a lot. So I need to make sure I do this in such a way that you guys appreciate it, and on top of that I can make sure that you guys enjoy it. You know what I mean? Because I really want to put a show together, but 50 people, 50. What is? What is 50?
That's just my cousins.
And that includes myself, the people on stage, the security cut. So technically it's like 20.
Yeah.
Guys, no way.
Rouge, love you long time. Thank you so much for coming through,
Thank you for having me, bro.
When it's all said and done, what are you going to be remembered as?
When it's all said and done, I just want to be remembered as the girl who was not afraid to stand up for what she believed in, who was not willing to diminish herself, her values, her integrities, purely based on what people thought was supposed to be a woman in hip-hop. And I came and I bodied everyone regardless of gender.
Yeah. Man, it's so crazy. It's so weird how, like, every female... I've been interviewing a lot of females.
Yeah.
And you guys are saying the exact same thing.
Because we all have the same struggle. If you're saying something different, you're not a female.
I actually prefer interviewing women as opposed to guys.
Why?
Because they live their truth. A lot of guys are cowards.
Really?
Yeah.
Welcome everybody to the Rouge show. Who was... you want to ask uncomfortable questions here?
It's a rap,
No, we want to know who was the most uncomfortable person. Who is somebody that it was the most uncomfortable to interview? Be honest.
To interview?
Yes.
It's not so much the interview in itself. The interview was dope, but it's what proceeded after the interview.
Okay.
So I was like, but then why do you want that out and that out and that out? You're supposed to be a fucking G. You must leave your truth.
Can we have names, please?
Yeah.
You see, tough. But make sure you're asking tough questions.
You know what I mean? Because I can tell you for free that everything that you said in this interview is what you believe in.
150%.
And that's what I'm saying. All the ladies I've had,
Yeah.
they speak their truth and they stand by it.
Yeah.
Which is the true bravery. That's being brave.
Thank you.
You understand what I'm saying?
Thank you.
As opposed to like, acting for the camera or doing it for likes.
But bruh, it's tricky because it's like, as much as we say that, there's a reason why they do it. And it's because they know that's also what people want to see. Do you see what I mean? It's also the thing of like, I'm pretty sure like half of the time they're like, bruh, I don't want to do it. But at the same time, I know for sure that's why I'm getting the likes. That's why I'm getting the shows. That's why I can send these invoices, because they don't want to see that side.
Rouge, how many rappers do you know, guys?
Yes.
That are broke, but would never say they broke?
How many rappers that I know that are broke?
Yes. But would never come out and say, I'm broke. It's always a facade, like, yo, I got money, my money long. What do they say?
True, but is that what you want to know?
No.
No, but be honest. In terms of in terms of viewers, not you, MacG, who's out there and you know how our industry is.
Yeah.
Do you think that the viewers would deem that somebody? Because let's be honest, what makes people famous is the fact that somebody wants to have that fame. That's why that's why sometimes people are watching me, because they're like, okay, that's what I want. That's how I want to be. So this is how I want to be. Do you think they would want that if it didn't look glamorous?
I think it's changing. I think people can see beyond the glam now. People want to see the soul.
My guy, let's look at the people who are making these top lists, top radios, even like getting the millions of views and getting the millions of followers.
Yeah.
Who are these people?
Famous people.
Famous people.
Yeah.
Are these people is it people that are showing you a poor lifestyle?
No. But you have to think about why they get those so many.
It's the reason why is because you are trying to emulate that person. That is what majority of the time, I know the people that I'm following, it's usually people that I believe in what they're doing, or I like what they're doing, and that's what I also want to do, or that's something that I want to, I want to copy to a certain extent, you know what I mean? And majority of the time, it's not based on, I'm doing it because, you're real. Majority of the people who have these millions of followers, they are showing you a nice house, a nice car, and those are the things that get the views and the numbers. You look at Mihlali here showing you that she's on a jet. It trended. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think that, and that just shows you that is what people want to see. And it's not to say that there's anything wrong with it, it's because people know, they already know tough life. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to see it every day. I know I'm going through the most at home.
You're trying to be reminded.
There's a reason why I have my vision board.
I get you, yeah.
My vision board, I'm not putting my vision board there. I'm not putting things there that are not things that I want, are not glamorous. I'm putting things there that I know I don't have yet. And I think that's pretty much also the story of viewers. They're not here looking at a Mihlali just because... Mihlali showing you the lifestyle that you want. If we're being 150%.
And that's what makes you wake up every morning.
That is what it is. Literally, Boy T is showing you the lifestyle that you want.
Oh, and boy.
is showing you the lifestyle that you want.
Have you seen those lifestyles?
AKA is showing you the life. AKA is not going to come here and show you, I'm sad and depressed, because that's not why you guys follow him. You follow him because you want him to act crazy. You follow him because you want him to say the outlandish stuff and do that. That's what you guys want, because you're like, I wish I was also that confident.
Would you ever do that to get the likes? To get the likes?
To get the likes. No, I think, like I said, for me, it's about what I want to do. Do you know what I mean? There's certain things that I'm going to do. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to come here and show you my broke-ass life. If I have certain things that... Because I know if we're being 150%, that is not what my viewers want to see. That is not why I got my followers. They're like Rouge. For example, my followers are not there to see me naked.
Yeah, I was about to go there.
They're not there to see me naked.
Okay, that's your followers. So now I'm a record label. We're running a business.
Yeah.
Right? We're moving in a time where, Rouge, you got to show your bums to sell records.
No. But I've just proven that. That's what I'm saying. I've just proven that is not what needs to happen with me. My group of followers don't want that. I've done a small thing where it was like, what was it? I literally said, guys, I'm also thinking I want to drop a nude. you would have expected, because usually with other people, it's like,
yes, we've been waiting.
People are like, Rouge, relax.
Yeah.
And it was like, because that's not what they follow me for. That's not what they want from me. For the next person, that might be like, that's what I want.
Okay.
I want that. It's okay where it's like, okay, cool. That's what I want from that person. I want to feel that confident in myself with that. Rouge, that's not what we're here from you, because I know I can get that from her or that guy or that person or that person. What I came here to look on your Instagram page or your music is this. And if you're not giving me that, why am I following?
Where's the nude? Let's see the nude.
For what? MacG, that's not why you brought me here. That's not
Relax.
why you brought me. Relax. But yeah, that's my point. Like, we can't blame the viewers, guys, because if we're being honest, everyone they're following, it's things that they want to emulate. It's things that they feel that they can connect to. And it's also things sometimes that they wanna kind of escape from. And it kind of defeats the purpose. So
and
that's
entertainment
why
is escapism.
it's entertainment. You're here to entertain me. You're not here to always show me sad things. I'm here to be entertained, meaning I'm supposed to be happy.
Yeah. Fuck, man. I could go on for days with you, right?
Yeah, dude, I have COVID.
We are here. All right, cool. So what are we doing? We've got the project coming. The song with Amanda Black is out. What else?
It's out. Music videos coming out for it. Look out for that. I have some really dope performance version that you guys can look forward to with this. I'm really, really excited for that. I have a dope show coming out. I can't talk about it yet, but dope show. We're getting all the bags. But for now, I just really want you guys to give the song a plaque.
Yeah.
It's that time Rouge gets a plaque.
Yeah, it's about time, ne? And summers next year, we're getting them, ne?
Like I said, I want best hip-hop album.
Chaser. Yeah. Are we going to do that freestyle thing, the thing that you want to sing? Or should we leave that? Yeah, give us something. Give me something.
Welcome, everybody. Please feel free to make notes. How to keep kicking my features so that I can stay afloat, but I'm good. Stubborn as ever, but relevant. Look, it ain't even my show, but I'm the main event. What swag? I think I got something that you lack. Bring your bread and butter, because I got this joint jam-packed, man. I rap to beats that you need to rock, so I think it's by the time that I show him what I got. Peace.
Yay! Hey, fire! Podcast with Joey out.
M Studios brought to you by Old Mutual.
There's a lot of good singers. Their souls are fulfilled. Unfortunately, filled souls don't pay rent. You need to be hands-on when it comes to your money issues. Despite how little you might think you're making, save something. When you start earning in the millions, still sign your own checks. I trust nobody with my finances. Nobody.
Music has changed. How it makes us feel never will. The time is now to visit mstudios.co.za.
Barmeni.